मुझे ना समझ नहीं आता था कि किसी को आस्क आउट कैसे करते हैं, तो मैं सिर्फ बोल देता था कि आई लाइक यू, अब तुम्हें जो करना है इस इन्फॉर्मेशन का करो।
कर लो.
अब नाउ बॉल इज इन योर कोर्ट. I have nothing to
Which
do.
is fair, exactly.
Yeah, but the good thing is that the one time that it worked,
Yeah.
she turned into my wife. So that was a
Oof.
good thing. Yeah, yeah. So that also happened in
Subtle.
college. Pretty much. And we have now been together for 18 years, and this week in fact is our 10th marriage anniversary. So we've been it was a college relationship.
Cute.
Thank you. These were some really very sweet confessions and also very honest as usual. Very Dolly of you to do that. Dolly, before I get into the main conversation right now, मुझे ये जानना है आपसे कि what is the bravest thing you think during your college years you did for yourself?
Yeah, I think mental health. I think I went through a very dark period. You know, there was a period, kind of a lull where, I mean, depression is hard and it can really just take everything out of you. You know, there's no motivation. You don't have the will to step out, get out of bed, all of those things. So I feel like the fact that I had that for months, and then finally, because I was living alone, I didn't have many friends. I don't know what, you know, came in me or what happened really, the switch, but I took myself out of it actively and worked on it, and I think that was brave. Wow. Now when I look back at it, उस time तो लगता था यही life है, सड़ गई life, खत्म हो गई, you know. But yeah, in hindsight.
Thank you so much, first of all, for sharing that. I think that's very inspiring. To take that first step is actually the bravest thing that you can do. So, मुझे इसके बारे में थोड़ी और बातचीत करनी है. But before that, I really again want to thank Maybelline New York for creating this space जहाँ पर ये बातें हो पा रही हैं. Because हम लोग students के साथ college spaces के अंदर safe space typically नहीं create कर पाते. So really grateful to them. I want to start actually by asking you if you can think back to that 18-year-old Dolly, you know, teenager, Delhi आए हो आप नैनीताल से. What is the first thing that you feel about that girl sitting here today?
What is the first thing I feel? I feel very proud.
Really?
Yeah. Now I feel very proud. I think because I think for students who come from a different place and then sort of migrate to big cities, it is a big change, you know. Of course, every second person kind of does it, but as normal as we make it look, it is also hard. It's a big change. You're leaving your family behind. You're living alone for the first time, probably. You're building that life up for yourself. When you're from a smaller place, you think that आप सब अच्छा कर लेते हो. थोड़ी nerd type थी, तो मुझे लगता था मैं कर लूँगी. You know, I'm talented. I study well. I'll do it. But when you come to a big city, you realize everybody is talented. It's not like, you know, there is no game like that which you thought कि मेरे स्कूल में तो 17 बच्चे हैं तो मैं उनमें ठीक हूँ. This is a big game altogether. I think you feel a little small in general. You feel smallest in the room in that sense, and you feel like, oh my God, मुझे लगता था मेरा future बहुत bright है, but if this is where I'm going to have to hold space, I don't know if I can do that for myself. So initially, I think वो झटका रहता है where you're like, oh my God. तो वैसे भी डर लगे रहता है कि दिल्ली में लड़की अकेले पढ़ रही है. तो वो खुद को भी फील होता है, but you can't even say anything about it because the moment it becomes a problem, parents will be very happy to be like, आ जाओ वापस. तो वो थोड़ा difficult था, I think initially.
मुझे लगता है कि हम जब मेंटल हेल्थ की बात करते हैं, हम ये नहीं समझते कि ये सारी छोटी-छोटी चीजें ना कंट्रीब्यूट करती हैं. You know, it starts with these small things. It's not like some one big बहुत बड़ा फेलियर हो गया तब आप suddenly depressed हो गए, anxious हो गए. It's like these tiny things that lead to something that can be very humongous. Yeah. You know.
In general, life was one thing of just being a woman in Delhi. Very hard to just do your day-to-day things, getting in the bus, overall doing things. We once went to a nearby Mela in Yamuna Vihar. And I was so excited. I was like, oh my God, we'll go to a Mela and we'll go to the swings. And, you know, all my PG girls are with me. And the moment we step in, it's like we are like superstars or something because there's a whole crowd of men just around us. The moment we've entered, and you know, we are like, okay, we try to be what girls do, like, okay, try to be normal, don't look, don't give them attention. you walk as if they're like monkeys or something. You just walk to the swing. We are standing in the line. I think we spent like only 5 to 7 minutes there. And it was just, we were literally like surrounded by a very large group of men. And instantly we were like, okay, this is not feeling safe. We must go back. We take a rickshaw and then they all hop on their bikes, whoever had bikes. They literally start following us, which is very scary because you're going to come kind of lead them to your house. But we also had this very brave moment where there was a, you know, because you're also like, you're telling them off, you're like, eh, badtameezi mat karo. We were all sitting in one rickshaw, 4 of us, 2 in front and 2 of us in the back. There was one bike very close to us and I kept telling him, I was like, if you touch, I'm going to kill you, okay? And their bike sort of, they were this close, their bike literally touched our, you know, knees. And then I don't know what came to me and my this girlfriend. We both literally held them. And I held his hair and we just started hitting them. हमारा रिक्शा भी रुक गया और उसके पीछे जो 2 लड़के थे वो भाग गए और हमने उसे पीट दिया. And then we sort of took their bike का number and everything and all the other bikes also saw it. तो सब थोड़ा थोड़ा पीछे चले गए. कुछ obviously अभी भी बदतमीज थे जो अभी भी follow कर रहे थे and they were trying to like scare us. We called the police and it was 8 p.m. And they were like, आप क्यों गए मेले में? So I think just that day-to-day life, you know, living in Delhi, that was hard because especially if you come from an environment which is overall in general, hills में इतना नहीं होता. Obviously you grow up being aware of that you're a woman and all of that. But इतना नहीं होता. Here it's like, you know, everybody has eyes on you all the time. Because I was in a co-ed college also. There was not a single moment where you felt safe like that. So that feeling of just feeling unsafe overall all the time, like even in my PG, that uncle would show up in his chaddis to our rooms while you're also obviously doing your college studies. वो भी चल रहा है. तो वो थोड़ा difficult था, but I feel like thankfully and especially DU college life, एक बहुत sweet सी चीज़ भी है. There's something very romantic about it also. And you feel a little like you belong somewhere. So I feel like belonging to a college in Delhi University was, for me, that sort of belonging that used to feel like I've made it to Delhi University. So that would feel nice.
I always like don't know how to react or respond, to be honest. जब भी when I hear women talking about the tough times they've gone through, क्योंकि we're all aware of it, you know. Some of us try to talk about it, but ultimately this is just the society we live in. But what I've always noticed is मुझे तो लगता है यार लड़कियां लड़कों से बहुत ज़्यादा ब्रेव होती हैं इन चीज़ों को लेकर. Like I have also been in Kurukshetra where I was not an alpha boy. I remember going for a walk with a girl in my college और लड़के बाइक पे फॉलो कर रहे हैं और मेरी फटी हुई है और लड़की बोल रही है देख लेंगे. कैसे देखेंगे, कौन देखेगा?
वो क्योंकि
मुझे नहीं पता कैसे देखना
है. कर रही है ना actually.
You know, the thing is that boys make world unsafe not only for girls but also for other boys. हम लोग बात नहीं करते इसके बारे में and that is why the world is unsafe more, which we should obviously do a lot more about. This is a topic that I really want to dive into with you, Dolly, because you are also very open about this conversation and you know it's very inspiring. There are very few people on the internet who are so vulnerable when it comes to their bodies. और आपने बहुत बारी बातें की हैं इसके बारे में and I find it really truly courageous. This is an insecurity that specifically when it comes to young girls, it is conditioned into them. Do you remember the first time you became aware of the fact that this is, as a woman, this is a thing about me that I am going to be judged upon, or you started finding it an uncomfortable thing?
I feel like, I mean, at least in my family, it was a very normal thing to talk about body. Comment on your body, relatives, family, like parents. I think very early on I was very aware, and I think most women will agree. Very early on you're very aware of who you are, what you look like, because people keep telling you your surroundings, how you don't fit in, even as a kid. You know, you're very aware of that. Simple things at home like my mom would say, ki jeans mat pehna kar, you don't have an ass.
Really?
You know, I think, and one thing I really remember, I think, you know, because sometimes get stuck with you. One time I remember my dad, you know, had some friends over, this doctor uncle and his daughter and kids our ages, me and my brother. The moment they left, हमारी खिड़की से देख रहे हैं उनको जाते हुए. And then my father said this one thing, कितनी प्यारी बच्ची है ना इनकी, कितनी सुंदर बच्ची है. And I think it really hit me because he had never said anything like that to me ever. You know, I didn't even think that was a word in his vocabulary that he would use for someone. So I feel like you get very conditioned to thinking that this is normal. In fact, बाद में आपको पता चलता है कि actually ये normal नहीं है, ये रुकना चाहिए, and nobody should have the right to say these things to my face at least.
आपके दिमाग में growing up, what was an idea about what is a perfect body?
Bollywood heroine. Curve, मुझे अपना लगता था कि curves नहीं है. I'm very like stick like. I mean, this is what people would tell me also. लकड़ी जैसी लगती है.
कौन बोलता था?
सब relatives स्कूल में बोलते थे पतली लकड़ी, जली हुई लकड़ी and all that. मतलब I was very aware of it, very like growing up कि मैं बहुत पतली हूँ and that in like need to be different. You know, I would constantly imagine myself कि शायद काश मैं लड़का होती, काश मैं बहुत सोचती थी कि काश मैं लड़का पैदा होती, काश मैं लड़का पैदा होती. I think I was also because I was seeing a lot of disparity in how my brother used to be treated. Not that he was not body shamed, he was also very much body shamed. We were both very skinny kids. But I think थोड़ा सा life better था उसके लिए because he didn't have to, right after body shaming he didn't have to listen to things like कि तुम्हें एक दिन पराई घर जाना है, कुछ खाओ पियो, बच्चा कैसे करेगी. You know, so I think that was just, I don't know, not cool to grow up with.
It's so interesting that obviously I had the opposite experience in many ways क्योंकि मुझे तो बोलते थे पतले हो, ठीक है ना. और मेरे पेरेंट्स मतलब I don't think they ever did it from a shaming lens. मतलब my mother was always like health अच्छी होनी चाहिए, fair enough, you know, and I hear that. But it almost becomes like after a point of time you don't do it because it's like rebellion. कि मुझे नहीं करना, ठीक है ना. अब तुम कहो मुझे, मैं तो ऐसे ही, you know, I am going to be like this and I will find a way about you talking about something else about me than about my body. तो मेरे लिए ये होता था कि मैं ना इतना अच्छा करूँगा काम अपने स्कूल के अंदर, I am going to ace everything.
I'll become something bigger than my body.
Correct. When people have to talk about me, they won't talk about कि अच्छा वो मोटा लड़का, they would talk about अरे वो excellent लड़का, वो awesome लड़का, वो उसमें whatever, you know, different things. And I think जो मेरी अंदर ओवर प्रोडक्टिविटी रहती है तब से टॉक्सिक आई थिंक एट सम लेवल कि मैं इतना काम करता हूँ. मुझे अभी भी लगता है कि दैट अंडरस्टैंडिंग कि अगर मेरे काम से जाना गया ना देन मैं अपनी बॉडी से नहीं जाना चाहूंगा. But then you put yourself on the internet and that's the first thing people notice about you, right? Yeah. जब मैं BA Manager कर रहा था, fortunately 80% of the comments were about that कितना प्यारा show है and thank you for hosting it so nicely, etc. Yeah. But there were these 10% comments which were about like why don't you lose weight? You know, there were people who have messaged to literally like and say it in this way. Don't take it in the wrong way. Yeah. I am very worried about you. Yeah. I think you should. No
offense, but
yeah. This is what society does, right? No matter what gender you are, it will try to put you into these boxes. But you know, I mean, for me again, and this is what the societal idea is that आप body अच्छी तब होती है कि आप पतले हो, and now you were thin. But then, what was it that? Why was that still a problem according to you?
I mean, because I feel like आप चाहे जिस भी जैसी भी आपकी body दिखती हो, you will go through this. आप किसी भी shape, size कहीं से भी आते हो. I think in our society it's very very normal to comment on each other like that. तो कुछ ना कुछ वो निकाल ही लेंगे, चाहे आपकी आंखें टेढ़ी होंगी, आपके नाक टेढ़े होंगे, आपके बाल कम होंगे, या आपका स्किन का कॉम्प्लेक्शन कुछ होगा. So there will be some issue or the other, even if you're like you think you look perfect. I do feel that, you know, this is what I've realized now is that I was still on the better side of that sort of spectrum because being skinny is always favored in that sense.
Yeah.
I always at least had people to in the modeling industry to look up to be like, oh ये कितनी पतली है, मैं भी इतनी पतली हूँ. तो वो थोड़ा सा एक था कि मैं किसी को तो देख पाती थी, कहीं पे तो एक sort of representation था मेरे लिए. तो अब मुझे लगता है that I was still so much better off. But I feel like there were, I mean, people would say, I mean, I was skinny, but I was too skinny. Like people would be like, तेरा तो तू तो -2 size होगी ना, -4 होगी, तू तो 0 भी नहीं है, तू तो और नीचे है. You know, when that whole Kareena 0 figure all of that was happened, so things would come back to me saying, तू तो और भी नीचे है, तू तो बिल्कुल ही दिखती नहीं है, तू तो गायब हो जाएगी किसी दिन. So, and like I said, people project their own insecurities also. So maybe they are struggling with their weight in different sort of way. But they are telling me those things because उनको लगता है शायद ये बोल देंगे तो they'll feel better about themselves, which is a lot of us cope like that. So I think मेरी insecurities वहाँ से आई. You're just never enough, and they keep telling you that. So that's what makes everybody like feel that they're not enough all the time.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, subscribe and share.